During his first sit-down interview since his historic landslide win, President-elect Trump gives a preview of his inauguration speech and reveals details on how he plans to dismantle the deep state. Trump says his FBI would not seek retribution against Joe Biden, but he did put some people on notice.
Is it your expectation, though, that Kash Patel will pursue investigations against your political enemies?
No, I don't think so.
Do you want to see that happen?
If they were crooked, if they did something wrong, if they have broken the law, probably they went after me. You know, they went after me and I did nothing wrong.
For more on this, let's now go to Rich Edson, who's traveling with the president-elect in West Palm Beach, Florida. Hi, Rich.
Hey, good evening, Alicia. Well, President-elect Trump also said that he is going to treat his opponents from this election cycle every bit as well as the greatest MAGA supporter. He said the inauguration is going to be about unity. The president-elect said he would not instruct his nominee for Attorney General Pam Bondi to prosecute Special Counsel Jack Smith. He said he would pardon those who attacked the Capitol on January 6th, though he did not extend that goodwill to the members of the January 6th committee. He was asked if Liz Cheney should go to jail. He said, I think everybody that voted in favor of that committee, that they'll have to look at that, basically. Liz Cheney is now responding to that, by the way. She said, quote, this was the worst breach of our Constitution by any president in our nation's history. Donald Trump's suggestion that members of Congress who later investigated his illegal and unconstitutional actions should be jailed is a continuation of his assault on the rule of law and the foundation of our republic. The president-elect has said he would fire FBI Director Christopher Wray before his term ends and replace him with Kash Patel. As for the Biden family, Trump suggested there would be no investigation under his administration. In that, he says he's not looking to go back to the past. I'm looking to make our country successful. Retribution would be a thorough enough success. We've also got some appointments tonight. The president-elect saying that senior advisor and former personal lawyer Alina Habba is going to be his counselor to the president. A few State Department appointments as well. Michael Anton, who was in the first administration, will be his director of policy planning at the State Department. Back to you, Alicia.
Thanks so much. Rich Hudson in Florida. Good to see you. Okay, so Jason, the president-elect said he's not going to direct the FBI or the DOJ to target his rivals, but he's leaving it up to them. That can be read a multitude of ways. How are you seeing that?
No, I think the message from the president is clear. You go after the crime, not the person. Unlike the Biden administration, if you look at what Attorney General Garland did, they targeted the person. That's so fundamentally wrong. You follow the evidence, you follow the crime, and wherever that leads, you don't know where that's ultimately going to end up. And the other thing I want to make clear that I think this administration will do better than the Biden administration. Senator Grassley is one of the best investigators on oversight matters that there is. He presented, evidently, the Trump administration 154 letters that have gone unanswered from Congress. So whether it's James Comer or Jim Jordan or Senator Grassley or Senator Johnson, Rand Paul, I think they're going to want to look into what has been suppressed in that Biden administration, get those documents. Who knows where that might lead?
Okay, and Conch, before I go to you, we're going to listen to something that the president-elect had to say about January 6th.
For what they did,
Yeah.
honestly, they should go to jail.
So you think Liz Cheney should go to jail?
For what they did.
Everyone on the committee, you think
I think
should
everybody
go to jail.
Anybody that voted in favor.
Are you going to direct your FBI director and your attorney general to send them to jail?
No, not at all. I think that they'll have to look at that.
Conch, there are critics of Trump who will say that those on the January 6th Select Committee were doing their jobs.
And were they doing their jobs honestly is the question, right? So did Liz Cheney, for example, or Adam Kinzinger, the Republicans that were on that panel, did they allow for any cross-examination of any witnesses during January 6th in that committee? No, they did not. It was a fixed fight. It was like you were watching a show trial where only one narrative was allowed. It wasn't about objectively going after the truth in terms of what happened there. It was a political hit job on Trump. So if you look at it objectively, when you watch that trial, you did not see an honest effort to get to the truth. It was an honest effort to try to take down Donald Trump in terms of January 6th to make sure he was never president again.
You know, and Nicole, can we talk about we both talked about this. We noticed that there was a different tone here between actually the reporter and the president-elect. But this is the first time in the history of Trump that he hasn't been under attack, that he knows he has the American people behind him.
Yeah, I thought watching President-elect, he actually seemed very presidential. And despite President Biden's campaign slogans of unity and bringing people together, President Trump wasn't calling anybody garbage or deplorable or any other names. In fact, what he was saying was, I want to treat everybody the same. I want to treat them well. We're going to work together. We're going to bring it together. And you know what's going to bring it together? Success. And he talked about bringing down crime and helping with the economy. And that is his message. And it seems like he actually wants to move forward in a productive way.
Yeah, he did. And he kept bringing it back to the reasons why he was elected. He talked about energy. He talked about the economy. He talked about immigration. No matter where the conversation began, he always brought it back to the reason he was elected. That was hard to miss.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.